Hi everyone, how are you doing? Somebody asked me why do you take and ask people to do interviews and what do we get out of it? So let's first find out what is an interview to me on Facebook Live. A Facebook Live interview to me is like meeting somebody for coffee or meeting somebody for the first time in a subway, in a train, in a bus, just getting to know the person. And suppose you have a Christmas party and or any other birthday party, and somebody comes over to your house, and then another friend was already sitting there. So basically, the way you introduce your friend deeply in 5 to 10 minutes is what to me is a Facebook Live interview. How would that help you? It helps us by introducing our friends to our other friends so that our friends, which are already in our network, can get more business, more better opportunities, better wisdom, better personal relationship, better work relationships by via a person who already knows a person. So, for example, if I go out and interview my mother, my brother, my cousin, my somebody who is already in my Facebook, and you watch that video, what would that do? It will take the trust which you may have for me and then mix it with that, okay, fine, this is an interesting man and Rehan knows him. So I would like to know him through Rehan. And that's what it does for you. So it allows your friends to know your other friends. What does that do for you? It brings more growth economically, emotionally, relationship wise, network wise for your friends, which means that your network of friends is becoming more and more powerful among each other, which makes you powerful. There's a show also which says the weakest link. So an organization, a network, we all have our networks. It's as strong as the weakest person in our network. So if somebody in your network, and you're in the US, if somebody's in your network making $1 million a year, say 20% people are making $1 million a year, and 20% are making $100,000 a year, and 20% are making $30,000 a year. If by introducing the $30,000 person on your Facebook Live and then introducing the $1 million, and $100,000 person, they can exchange their notes and they can see, oh, okay, he's a barber and he makes $1 million a year, whereas I'm a barber but I make $30,000 a year. So what's the difference between both of these people? And they will get to know each other, and thus the $30,000 person can then learn from the $100,000 and the $1 million a year person and empower themselves by asking simple questions. The basic difference between $1 million person and a $30,000 person is the self-belief, is the self-confidence, is the self. So what does the $30,000 person needs to change? They need to change their self-belief and their self-confidence. If you raise their confidence and they learn, after they have raised their confidence, they learn how to speak properly, they change their attitude. There's a saying, your attitude decides your altitude. How high will you go in life depends on what is your attitude towards life, towards others, towards yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how can anybody else believe in? So by giving and taking an interview of a friend, you showcase how well spoken you are, how well versed are you, what's your attitude towards life, who are you? And more people will get to know the real you, which is inside, which will allow you to grow. And when the $1 million person helps the $30,000 person, he feels good or she feels good about himself or herself. And the $30,000 person will also feel good that there's this $1 million person is ready to help me, ready to guide me, ready to support me without anything, just because I have a mutual friend among us. So this is why I'm asking all of you to take some time, 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, convince one of your friends to come on Facebook Live and speak about who are you. Let your friends discover you. Let your friends discover you. Because we all have different networks. We have networks from work. We have networks from school, college, university, the place we live, the places we have lived. All these networks have very powerful knowledge, and their knowledge is getting stale because it's not being shared. So by introducing them to our friends, we make ourselves powerful, because your net worth is based on your network. If you have 1,000 friends who are millionaires, you're automatically a gazillionaire or billionaire or whatever that is. Because if your friend is making $30,000 a year, you can't ask him to invest in your idea. But if they're making $1 million a year, you can easily ask them to invest $10,000 in your year, in your idea. So go out there, take out your phone, convince a friend of yours to come out and interview you, or you interview them for 10 minutes. And that will make you and your network very powerful. And that will make the world very powerful. The best way to help a person is to teach them how to fish and not give them free fish. So if you're used to the idea of giving free fish to anyone, give it up. Start teaching, start learning. Let's grow our community, let's grow ourselves, and become a phenomenal human race. How about that? Share the video. Don't forget, if you like it, share it. God bless you. Bye-bye.